Hey, welcome back to the Experience Share. My name is Blake, and today the Eric's Curiosa team had just released the very first draft kit for players to be able to go out and buy. And I wanted to give you my thoughts. The first and probably most important thing that this draft kit means is that I highly doubt that Spellslinger and these ultra basic sites are going to be in Arthurian Legends. There's a chance that maybe the Spellslinger is a box topper. I'm really curious to see if they continue to go down the box topper trend. For the sites, on the other hand, I think that they're not going to be included in Arthurian Legends, and I think that that is a good thing because I think that it's going to add some extra diversity to the draft format. This new draft kit process makes the sites and the avatar that you're playing actually matter. You're no longer just playing the best avatar by playing Sorcery in this draft format and playing all these crazy broken ordinary sites in the original format. Now, they also released the price of this, and so the price is $15 for a singular draft kit, and it comes with 12 each of these sites, and so that's 12 spires, 12 valleys, 12 wastelands, and 12 streams. And be honest, my initial thought is that $15 plus $5 for shipping is kind of a lot. That ends up being about 41 cents a card. And if you go on TCG Player right now, you can get each of the ordinary sites for right about 10 cents. The air is about 15 cents. And so I'm curious to see how these will hold up over time. I think this is a great thing for the limited environment, but when I think of the cube that I've built, am I excited to buy 4 draft kits to have enough of every single site and pay $65 for that? Or would I rather use that money to go buy a box of Arthurian, or a half a box of Arthurian Legends? What I will say that this does is, I also don't think that there's a price that they could have really released this at to where it's like, oh, this is such a good buy, go out and buy it. That's not what this is for. Somebody has to pay to store all these draft kits that they're holding. Somebody has to go, they had to go out and print and make all of these draft kits, that commission the art for it. There's no way that this was a cheap endeavor for them to do. And I don't think that these draft kits are what makes Sorcery Contested Realm a ton of money. It's definitely going to be selling new boxes of things. And so I don't think that there's a price that I would have loved to see this at. If 15 plus 5 for shipping feels high, and maybe if it was at my local game store, I'd feel really good about oh yeah, hey, just tack on an extra 15 bucks for the draft, and then I'll just keep the draft kit with me. I'm thinking that my game store is probably going to buy a few of these draft kits because they want to encourage new players to play. And so I'm curious what the target audience is for these. I know they're going to release foils in the Dust Store, and I think that makes a lot of sense. But then could you imagine having to go out and pay, 4 or getting 12 of those so you could have a foil complete atlas? I don't know. That seems a little bit unreasonable. I'm curious how many people are going to be able to get. But I'm curious what your thoughts are. Is the the new draft kit, is that something that you're jumping at the door to go order? I don't think you're going to regret having it. It's only $20 for the singular draft kit, but are the stores not going to have it? I'm curious who this is really marketing for. I will say people asked for this. When beta first came out, people were saying, oh, we need a site pack and we need all the sites in a singular location. This makes me just appreciate some of my local game store a little bit more because of the fact that I know that they're buying these and maybe they're paying $10 a piece instead of $15, but they're still having to go out and buy these for our local game store to have. And if you're a local game store, how many do you want to carry? How big is your sealed event? Is it, oh, we're gonna buy 8? I mean, that's a decent bit of money for them to have. And what if you have a draft that's bigger than 8 and a whole bunch of new players? So I'm really curious to see what the future of these draft kits are. Is this something that's widely adopted, bring your own draft kit, or is it going to be common for stores to be able to have theirs? I'm not upset in any means by the fact that they're releasing this draft kit, but I also just don't know if I'm going to be going out and to buy it. And I'm especially curious to see, knowing that the ordinary sites that are in beta are 10 to 15 cents. I wonder what the sites in Arthurian Legends are going to be. Because if they are these basic, draft kit sites, well, then these really, it's not going to have a ton of value in there. I mean, you're looking at, 49 cards, and then you're, at 10 cents each. It's like $4.50. So, I don't know. I'm curious to know what you think in the comment section down below. Did you already go out and buy your draft kit? Have you talked to your local game store? Or how do they plan on doing drafts? For me, I'm probably going to hold off for now. I was looking at the Alpha Investments kit, and so I'm probably going to go ahead and sign up and try to get one of those, because it does include one of these draft kits. But let me know what your plan is for Arthurian Legends for these new draft kits. Is it something that you're going to pick up and purchase? So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.